everyone, how are you today? In this video today I'm gonna show you how to make this beautiful shawl. It's just 2 rows repeating. It's so beautiful. In one row we will gonna make shawl stitches. In the second row we will gonna make V stitches. It's so beautiful, so easy. If you want to make a gift or you want to make a shawl fast, you have this pattern will help you so much. And the colors is so beautiful, from white to this color. It's so nice. Look, it's so lacy and so nice. Okay, and this shawl I used this yarn art flowers. Okay, I'm gonna use these colors in this video. Okay, in this shawl I used white, purple and pink colors. Here are purple and blue and pink. It's so beautiful. This type of yarn I like it so much for shawls. I recommend it. Okay, and here they wrote the hook that you have to use is 3mm hook, but I'm gonna use 3.5. okay, 3.5. okay, let's get started now. Now, as always, I'm gonna start with my magic chain, like this one. Pull your yarn. Okay. Okay. At first, I'm gonna make 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna make slip stitch from the first chain here. Pull our yarn here, keep pulling. Okay, I have a circle now. Okay, now I'm gonna make 3 chains. Okay, I'll consider this 3 chains as a double crochet. Now I'm gonna make a double crochet. Okay, you know how to make a double crochet. Sorry. Okay, chain 2. Grab your yarn into the ring. I'm gonna pull yarn. I'm gonna have 3 loops around the hook. Pull it from 2 loops. Again, pull a yarn from 2 loops. This is double crochet. And again, I'm gonna make double crochet. Chain 2, double crochet, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and the last double crochet in this row. Okay, look, in the first row I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 2 double crochets, okay, separated by 2 chains between them. Okay, this is our first row. Now in the second row I'm gonna start this row. This row is the first row. I will not repeat it. Okay, the second and the third row, these 2 rows I'm gonna repeat them, okay, until the end of the shawl. Now I'm gonna make 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn your work. At the first space here, after I made my 5 chains here, I'm gonna turn my work, and at the first space here I'm gonna make a shawl. How? It will be like 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 double crochets, all in the same space here. Let's start. 1, 2, 3. 2 chains. At the same space I'm gonna make another 3 double crochets. This is my first shawl. Okay, now I'm gonna make 3 chains. Here in the second space, this is the middle of my shawl. Okay, I'm gonna make again a shawl. 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 double crochets. So easy, right? Chain 2 and 3 double crochets. Okay, I have 2 shawls now. At the last shawl I'm gonna make before it 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And at the last space I'm gonna make a shawl. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 2 chains, 3 double crochets, all at the same space. Now I'm gonna have 3 groups of shawls. Okay, I have in this row 3 groups of shawls. 1, 2, 3. Last step in this row I'm gonna make 2 chains, and at the third chain here I'm gonna make double crochet. It equals like 5 chains that I started with in the first of this row. At the first of this row it can be like that. This is my second row. Okay, now in row number 3 I'm gonna start with V stitches. Okay, this row shawl stitches, and I'm gonna start with V stitches. How? I'm gonna make 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every time that I will start my row I'm gonna make 5 chains. Sorry, turn your work. In this first space I'm gonna make a V stitch. How? I'm gonna make double crochet. Okay, I don't know how it's with light. Okay, I'm gonna make double crochet, chain 2. At the same space I'm gonna make 1 double crochet. This is what we call a V stitch, like letter V. Okay, here I'm gonna make 3 chains. In the middle of my shawl I'm gonna make single crochet. Okay, how? I'm gonna go from the middle of this shawl, pull a yarn. I'm gonna have 2 loops, and from these 2 loops I'm gonna pull a yarn to the end. Okay, 3 chains. Before shawl I'm gonna have V-stitch, after shawl I'm gonna have V-stitch too. Every time before shawl and after shawl I'm gonna have V-stitch. Okay, don't forget that. Okay, this is my second V-stitch. 3 chains here in the middle of my shawl. Now I'm gonna tell you something. This is my middle shawl, okay? To keep reminding myself that I reached to the middle of my shawl, I'm gonna put stitch marker here, okay? Don't forget that. Okay? In the middle of this shawl, I'm gonna make V-stitch 2. Here I made single crochet, but in the middle, just in the middle, I'm gonna make V-stitch. Okay, this is V-stitch in the middle of my shawl. I'm gonna put a marker to remind myself that is the middle, that this point is the middle of the shawl. Okay, keep working. 3 chains, sorry, before shawl, after shawl there's a V-stitch. Three chains in the middle of this shawl, because it's not the middle of my, here I'm gonna make single crochet, chain 3, at the last space again make V-stitch. Here I started with 5 chains. I will end with 2 chains and a double crochet into the top of my 5 chains. Okay, here this is my third row V stitches. I'm gonna repeating shawl stitches, V stitches. Okay, here as I told you, I'm gonna start with 5 chains. 1 2 3 4 5. Always start with 5 chains. Turn your work. Now into every V stitch that you will meet, you have to make a shawl stitch like this one. 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 double crochets. 1 2 3. Sorry. 2 chains at the same space, at the same V. I'm gonna make 3 double crochets. This is my first shawl. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next V stitch, chain 3, and again I'm gonna make shawl into this V stitch. 1 2 3, 2 chains at the same V, gonna make 3 double crochets. So easy, this shawl is very easy. Now this one remind me that is the middle of my shawl. I'm gonna make into it into this V-stitch, I'm gonna make shawl. But first I'm gonna chain 3 and a shawl in the middle of my shawl. Chain 2 and again with the same V, I'm gonna make 3 double crochets, and yep, this is my middle of my shawl. I'm gonna put my marker to remind me that's the middle of my work. Now I'm gonna repeat every single step here. I'm gonna make shawl in every V-stitch that I made. Here again I'm gonna chain 3 into this V-stitch. I'm gonna make shawl, chain 3 into this V-stitch. I'm gonna make a shawl. Here I finished my row. At the last step will be chain 2. I'm gonna start with chain 5 and end with chain 2 and double crochet. This is my 1 2 3 4th row. From now on I'm gonna repeat V stitches, shawl stitches, V stitches, shawl stitches. Okay, here I'm gonna make, as I told you, 5 chains. Okay, turn your work. At the first space I'm gonna make V stitch. Okay, chain 2, at the same space double crochet, that makes a V stitch. Chain 3. Here between, in the middle of this shawl, I'm gonna make single crochet. Okay, after my shawl I'm gonna make 3 chains, V stitch. Here in the middle of this shawl I'm gonna make, after these 3 chains, I'm gonna make single crochet, 3 chains. After shawl I'm gonna make V stitch, and like that. So easy. Three chains. In the middle of my shawl, in this marker, I'm gonna make not single crochet, no, I'm gonna make V stitch. Every time in the middle, make a V stitch. Okay, and into V stitches I'm gonna make shawls. Put your marker again. Now 3 chains, I'm gonna keep working like that. Okay, here 3 chains, after shawl there's V stitch, 3 chains. Here I'm gonna make single crochet, 3 chains, here V stitch, 3 chains, here single crochet. At the last step in every row I'm gonna make 2 chains and 1 double crochet. Okay, I'll keep chaining like that. One time shawls and another time V stitches. Okay, the last row should be V stitches because I'm gonna end it with a picots. I'm gonna show you how. Here my last row should be V stitches, as I told you. At the edge of my shawl, or the last row, I'm gonna make like this. Just a minute, I'm gonna show you like these picots. Okay, How? You have to, first of all, you have to make one chain, turn your work. Here I'm gonna make 2 single crochets, 1, 2, because there's 2 chains. Okay, I made 2 single crochets. Here in this V I'm gonna make 1 single crochet. Okay, chain 3. Okay, here I'm gonna make into these 2 loops, I'm gonna make my picot. This is the picot. Okay, at the same V I'm gonna make single crochet. This is my first picot. Okay, here I chain 3. Okay, so because of that I'm gonna make 3 single crochets, and here too I made 3 chains. I'm gonna make 3 single crochets. I'm gonna make my meet my V stitch. Okay, here every V stitch I'm gonna make a picot. Okay, first single crochet, chain 3, and from these 2 loops I'm gonna enter my hook, make single crochet, and again I'm gonna repeat this step. Into a V stitch I'm gonna make single crochet, chain 3, into these 2 loops I'm gonna make my picot by single crochet. Okay, and at the same V I'm gonna make single crochet. This is my second picot. Keep working. 3 chains, that means 3 single crochets. Three chains means 3 single crochets. I'm gonna make my V stitch, and again add this V stitch, single crochet, picot, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, into these 2 loops. Okay, gonna make single crochet, single crochet into the V stitch. I'm gonna make 3 chains, that means 3 single crochets. I reach to the middle V stitch. Here in the middle V stitch I'm gonna make 2 picots, single crochet, chain 3 into these 2 loops, make single crochet, at the same V stitch, single crochet, chain 3. We are at the same V stitch in the middle of my shawl. Make your picot, at the same V stitch I'm gonna make single crochet, and this is the end of my picots at the middle of my shawl. 2 picots. Okay, I'm gonna keep working like that. Single crochets. When I meet my V stitch, I'm gonna make a picot until the end of my shawl. It will gonna be like that. Look at them in the middle. Again, I made 2 picots. So neat edge. So lacy. So nice. About this yarn, you can use another type of the yarns. It's up to you, but I like this yarn because the colors. Okay, and thank you for watching. I hope that you like my video. I'll meet you in another video next time, making a new beautiful things. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share. Thank you very much.